Greetings, fellow warriors of the Mojave. It is I, sad Grignr Hours, who up. Grignr finds himself in a difficult situation, because Grignr has to decide who he will ally with. But Grignr, the voice in Grignr's head is behind schedule. So Grignr today will be doing a little bit of spring cleaning, because Grignr's adventures are taking place earlier than usual. So Grignr has not yet had time for his fan mail to be delivered. Isn't that right, little brother barbarian? Nothing yet for Grignr to read through, because the voices in Grignr's head haven't yet comprehended the might of his adventures yesterday, which, as a reminder for all of you, Grignr got banned from a casino because he is the luckiest man. He does not understand the games. He does not have the brain power nor the brain left to comprehend such things. He just says, give him cards and then he wins. He doesn't understand. As a result, Grignr is now absolutely loaded. 20,000 caps for Grignr. And that brings us on to Project Cyber Grignr. Now, Grignr has trained his body as far as his body can go. He can hone his skills a little bit more with weapons or his fists, but as far as his strength goes, there is no stronger man in this wasteland than Grignr. So Grignr needs ways to improve his body beyond mortal means, beyond the means of a regular warrior. And that is where his good friend Dr. Usanagi comes in. A wizard, a warlock, perhaps even some sort of artificer who can allow Grignr to become even more powerful for...
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
For bottle caps, which Grignr can exchange for goods and services. Now, Grignr has had a little confusion with everything, but more recently, the surgery that the artificer Usanagi will do on Grignr, there was early, basic, boring artifice for Grignr. Old implants, basically. There were some old implants added by Project Nevada, and then there was a new updated mod that came out recently. Grignr means new magics have been uncovered since then, but the new magics one entirely replacing the old magics. But now it is a changed world, and new magic reigns supreme with old magics discarded. So some of Grignr's magics that he found, some of the machinery to make Grignr more powerful has disappeared, so Grignr may have to travel back and find some more. Grignr did go and travel back to the Repcom facility where he helped the ghouls launch into space to find one of those implants, but Grignr can now afford...
You're back. Do you need medical
attention?
attention?
From the artificer Usanagi, the regeneration implant that will give Grignr the power of a dragon.
Very well.
So, this is the wrong thing. Grignr is a fool. Grignr would like to buy your dragon powers, artificer.
Which surgery option are you considering?
Your regeneration ability.
That's the Phoenix Monocyte Breeder. The implant
Power
speeds
of
up cell
phoenix.
Regeneration, an effect similar to that of some lizards.
A great dragon.
The implant is very expensive, however. 12,000 caps.
Grignr has 20,000 caps, won by his skill and it was his luck. It was all his luck. He's now barred from the Ultralux. More importantly, Grignr will pay you. Grignr has the money. This surgery was paid for by the kind people in the Ultralux casino.
Very well.
Monocyte breeder implant. Brilliant. Let's perform the surgery.
Very well.
So, Grignr's kinetic accelerator. Grignr was a fool. He thought the kinetic accelerator would go in Grignr's legs because accelerate means run fast and Grignr does like to run fast. Turns out, it installs into his arm, consisting of a mechanical and neurological control component. The kinetic accelerator can be used to speed up the movement of various body parts. Generally, hydraulic parts near the joints are used for rapid acceleration, while the brain implant, reload speed and attack speed is increased. Attack speed can go up to plus 10% with some of the better implants. The running speed, we can install it in his legs then, huh? Oh, you can install it in his legs. That's good. Makes him run faster. So you can install 2 for a total of plus 10%, or the running speed in the legs there. So Grignr could give himself an arm implant to make him swing his sword faster, which sounds like a good idea. Grignr would also like, Dr. Usanagi, the breeder implant. Grignr will regenerate with the powers of a dragon. Dragons Grignr has come across before. They have impenetrable skin, mighty creatures, and this will allow Grignr to become as powerful as the most golden of dragons. Perfect. Grignr. Oh! Sure. Grignr doesn't feel much different. Grignr's wounds seem to be the same. How strange. Perhaps if Grignr were to wait some time, Grignr's wounds would heal. Let us take a look here. Effects. Is it maybe under perks, do you think? Voice modulator. Ah, there you are. What's it called? Breeder implant? Mono something breeder? Hercules? No. Fortuitous warrior? No. Logico processor. Well, that one's definitely worked. Grignr is not sure. Usanagi, did you scam Grignr? What's going on with that, brother? Hey. Hang on.
You're back.
It was 12,000. What's going on here? Did it work? It worked. It's implanted into Grignr. Perhaps Grignr has to wait some time before it will appear. Perhaps so. Perhaps so. Let's just try waiting. No. Grignr is not entirely sure that's worked as intended. It's installed into Grignr, but it doesn't seem to have applied like the other one had. Now, in celebration of Grignr becoming Cyber Grignr, Grignr has fetched his sword that he found outside of Good Springs. The fateful town where Grignr died and was reborn as Grignr. Doesn't remember his old life, just remembers Grignr. And I mean, what else would you need to remember at that point? So Grignr has gone for a cyber sword for a cyber man. Much faster than his two-handed sword. In fact, kind of ludicrously fast by comparison. But far more damaging, far more powerful. Manhole. Grignr, we're not going to do that. Little brother Barbarian, Barbarian the mighty wolf. Let us go on an adventure. Now, because Grignr is adventuring earlier than usual, Grignr will not make a decision about whether or not he wishes to visit Mr. House, or whether or not he wishes to work and become the ruler of this land by himself, or whether he wants to visit Caesar and work for Caesar, or whether or not he wants to do whatever else it is he wants to do. He would like to work for the king that he knows is already king. Perhaps he can make a valuable ally, and perhaps their kingdoms, should Grignr choose to become king of Vegas, perhaps the two could ally.
Did you hear someone managed to fight their way through the chairman and flee the strip after being caught? Wonder if they're hiding out in Freeside.
That was Grignr. For those. Hello, my name is Grignr. Greetings. It is I, Grignr. It was me. In the words of Grignr's favorite musical artist, Shaggy. Greetings. Oris, you are the man the king has sent Grignr to investigate. I mean, hire.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
Very well. How much will you look after Grignr?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Excellent. Grignr needs all the help he can get. He is very frail.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter.
Grignr can't read. Please do not give him a letter.
All the way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
Oh, Grignr has to follow him. This is unlike the previous bodyguard that Grignr hired. The bodyguard who mysteriously disappeared. There was nothing
to your
to do
left
with
here
Grignr.
is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up.
Which way is left?
Not that I ever need their services.
The Grignr is already complete.
Up
Well,
ahead
this
on the
looks like a
next block is
fortress.
where the kings hang out. Don't let them scare you.
If it can be
they don't
bought,
outnumber
it
you
can
5
be
to
found
1.
at Nick and
You'll be fine.
Ralph's.
This man tells Grignr not to fear the kings. All kings must be feared. Otherwise, why would they be king?
Down to the right here is the fun
Their
part
face
of
is on the
town.
money, and
You
if the
haven't
money
seen
fears the
Freeside till
king,
you've
so
been to
does
the
Grignr.
Wrangler.
Norris, you are a slow man. You are not mighty like Grignr. You do not have such meaty thighs. You are, however, wearing the finest plate mail Grignr has
Hey,
seen.
slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Grignr shall... No, I suppose we'll... Yeah, but Grignr can... Fine. Stow your weapon, little brother Barbarian. This is not our battle. We fight another day. This is a bizarre tour. You're running too fast. My good friend Oris.
Thought you could ambush us, huh?
You are a mighty warrior.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
Is that a bad thing? This was an awfully easy battle. Why did you run ahead of Grignr?
Call it a hunch. You do this job for long enough, and you learn to trust your instincts.
Grignr agrees with you. Something... Grignr, head's hurting.
You're imagining things. It's just the rush of adrenaline caused by your near brush with death. Luckily for you, I was here, so there's no reason to get out of sorts.
Very well. Continue onwards.
My thoughts exactly. Time is money, after all.
And Grignr does love money. What a mighty assailant you are. Perhaps we should steal their things? The thug lies still, a victim of your recent fight. You could swear there's something odd about the corpse, so you can't put your finger on it. Medicine 30 or greater required. They do not bleed here. You are a clean killer, sir. Your prowess is unrivaled. That one was one that Grignr killed. Well, more specifically, barbarian.
Well, here we are.
Fired him
Worse for
across
wear,
the
aren't
map.
ya? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire.
Indeed. You are a mighty warrior. Grignr doesn't quite understand these corpses. Why can he not...
Take him out.
Oh! I love that he was screaming in slow motion even after the slow motion had stopped. Grignr doesn't understand. Why do they not bleed? Barbarian, poke one of them. Well, you've got a hammer. Grignr will poke them.
Okay, that's it. Oris
No!
isn't paying us enough to put up with this shit. Let's just kill this one and be done with it.
Oh!
You like that?
You are a traitor.
This is useless.
All right, well, I guess we'll just leave it to Barbarian and Barbarian. Never gets old. What a warrior. Wow. They were alive all along. Barbarian, did you hear what the lead one said? He said that Oris isn't paying us enough to deal with this. They were in cahoots. Whatever that means. We should return to the king and tell him the truth. It will be unveiled. No! Grignr did parkour, and he's been practicing in his spare time. 360. Oh, what's that? Barbarian! What is that? Do you hear that?
All clear.
What was that? Oh! It was one of the kings.
Heard there was some excitement in one of the casinos on the strip. Bunch of people got hurt when some nuts started attacking people.
Do you dare call Grignr a nut? Oh, parkour. Wow. Even though Grignr was too stupid to realize the trap, even though Grignr was too unskilled to diagnose the bodies, Grignr's monkey brain nature of poking the bodies with a stick turned out to work perfectly. Barbarian, you are embarrassing Grignr in front of the king. Ah, wait, you are not the king. Oh, you are the king. You're not the
Kill the head of
king.
one of Mr. House's families.
They're all
recently.
brothers, identical brothers.
Whoever did it is either crazy or has balls the size of Freeside.
The real king, it is I, Grignr.
What do you have for me?
Oris is a fraud. He shot his friends, but they were not dead, and he resurrected them with magic.
So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important.
Indeed.
A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the strip was built.
Could you...
In turn, the newcomers,
My
most
liege.
of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to
My
find
liege,
out who did it.
Could you turn
Words
down
come
your
that they just woke up
jester's
over at the
tunes?
old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
Is your dog okay, my liege? My liege. Grignr is no dog doctor. But he thinks your dog might be very sick. Very well, my liege. I shall head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
Jesus. A barbarian. Please don't embarrass Grignr in front of the king.
Managed to fight their way through the
Grignr isn't sure. Grignr isn't sure what he was supposed to do because he was too busy laughing at the dog. Grignr vaguely remembers the king saying something about his people and newcomers fighting for supremacy of the land.
Sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
You have the face of a 40-year-old man with the body of a child. We're like, meanwhile, this
only at Mick and Ralph's.
Grignr has to visit the fort where there is a hospital, and someone has awoken in this hospital that Grignr has to speak to on behalf of the king. The voice of the king. What, madam? You appeared as if from thin. Oh my!
You must have some serious brass to fight off Benny's goons. Bravo.
Madam,
Howdy.
are you feeling well?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
Excellent. Goodbye.
What do you have in mind?
No, goodbye.
Till next time.
Grignr is here to investigate something on behalf of the king. Greetings.
Evening.
Oh. Sir?
When people have got nothing left, they can always turn to the followers.
Sir? What the fuck is that? Biblically accurate follower? My god, he looks like Danny Filth. Grignr recognizes you. You are a singer in a very mediocre band. Greetings, it's I, Grignr. Ah, hello.
Did you hear about the shootout at the Tops?
There was no shooting. Grignr is honorable. I mean, Grignr heard nothing. Greetings, it's I, Grignr. Nothing. Grignr.
Hey.
Hey. Greetings, it's Grignr. Very, very tired room. Very sleepy people. You're Grignr. Your hair is magnificent. You are like the chicken of Grignr's dreams.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
Julie Farkas. She can perform cybernetic surgery on Grignr.
This could take a while.
Thanks to a book on cybernetic surgery, the doctor learned how to install... Oh, no! Grignr may have taught the wrong doctor, but it doesn't matter because the book is outdated. Let me through, barbarian. Greetings, it's I, Grignr.
What's up? Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
Indeed. Do you need any help? Grignr can offer help.
Me specifically? No. I'm sure Julie Farkas does, though. Lab coat, pointy hair. Answers to the name Julie Farkas, strangely enough. I'm sure she can find something for you to do. It might be kind of depressing and terrible, though. Caveat Samaritanus.
You speak the same language as the strange, fox-headed man. What sort of research? Grignr is interested. Can you make him powerful?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What? You can heal Grignr with the cactus itself?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
Indeed. You seem upset. You look upset. You look as if you're about to burst into tears.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Please stop speaking. Isn't that the language of the dog-headed man?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Excellent. Let's talk about your quest.
Certainly.
Why do you do research instead of providing medical assistance? This is a bit...
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
You could come with Grignr.
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
Giant muscles. Beat sitting around here all day, doesn't it? Or, this place is really complicated and stuff. You are smart. You can help Grignr do thing. Or, Grignr needs a good-looking doctor to take care of me in the big, bad wasteland. Both of those are actually incredible. I think this one's a bit more Grignr. Grignr believes that he should need... I mean, the man wants to seem useful, and Grignr feels as if this is a sensible option.
Wow. You sound like you really do need some help. Look, I can help you out, but you can't do anything stupid. I mean, you can't help bad people who want to hurt the locals in Freeside. If you do, I'll leave. Does that make sense?
Yes. Grignr agrees.
All right. Let's not waste any time. There are people out there to help. Things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
Arcade has given you the better healing perk. Wow. A whole army of Grigners. Now, Grignr is concerned that too many cooks will ruin the meal. As in, barbarian is capable of launching a man across the room. Barbarian is capable of ripping a man limb from limb, literally. You are a man who can heal Grignr, and that is the one thing Grignr is not good at. Grignr is good at smashing, and he is good at ripping a man limb from limb. Grignr may have Barbarian and Barbarian waits in his suite in Tops for now. Do you agree, Arcade Ganon? What does it say on his glasses? Stand still. Hey, what does it say? Hey. I mean, Grignr cannot read, but he's curious. You have such dreamy eyes. Hello, it's Grignr. Grignr.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend
Grignr
here?
is here on behalf of the king.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help?
Hail.
I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Who were the bastards that did this?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter
There is literally
side of
one
town.
way to leave.
From out of nowhere,
the
these
Wrangler.
big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Who was it who attacked you?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt,
So they are
begging for
perhaps
my life when it happened, so
60?
I only got a quick look at them.
70 years of age. Grignr needs to leave.
I hope you find the bastards that did this.
Grignr does too.
If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
Wayne, it's his eye, Grignr.
Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
I'll do my best.
Grignr needs to speak to you. Wayne, wake up.
I always suspected Benny was a coward.
Greetings, it is I, Grignr, other Wayne.
That true? Did the king really send you?
The king has dispatched Grignr as his emissary.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Yes. You are not hiding anything from Grignr, are you?
What? No, I thought you were supposed to be here to help, and here you are making accusations. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
How dare you insult my father was a mutant. Your father was not a mutant. Goodbye. We're looking for a lieutenant. Or potentially a lieutenant. Grignr did lose a little bit of fame there by trying to wrangle a bit more information, but Grignr was successful in wrangling a bit more information.
We've got stuff we're
Grignr
not
does
even
not
allowed
need
to
fame or
sell.
fortune. Grignr just needs to do his duty to the king. What's happening? What's going on? Greetings, Grignr. A barbarian, you cannot sit on that stool, you're not a human. Do not bark at the coffee machine. You've already had enough. Rude, embarrassing Grignr. The king. Hail, it is Grignr.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat?
Both. The local men were attacked by a lieutenant.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
You got something you want to say?
Grignr will leave now. Grignr's new intelligence implant is allowing him to get to grips with the absurdity of this situation. Grignr is very confused. Grignr's brain hurts. We must continue our journey for the king. A noble pursuit. Grignr was a treasure-hunting barbarian, but perhaps he is reforming his ways into a noble sir.
If it can be bought, it
Sir
can be found
Grignr.
at Mick and Ralph's.
There is an indication in this direction for where Grignr should go. Beast! You die! Giant rat meat, delicious. Greetings, child.
Thanks, mister.
You're welcome. Eat well, child. Oh, we did not want to eat the rat ashes. We're going to spread those rat ashes over a bloody long way, though, huh? Grignr likes the Cyber Grignr sword, but frankly, it doesn't have the same impact as Grignr's greatsword. Now, Grignr, during his adventures yesterday, when he was selling the many things he had gathered, Grignr did see that that Chet of Goodsprings sold an axe.
Hello.
And Grignr may be going back for that axe, missionary.
You look like a person in need of a good meal. You wouldn't happen to be an NCR citizen, would you?
Grignr is an ally of the NCR.
Now, it's not that I don't believe you, but I'm gonna have to give you a little quiz to verify your citizenship status.
Oh, no.
That okay with you?
Indeed.
That's a good attitude. I'm sure you'll do fine. These are just a few questions that just about anyone in the NCR would know. Alright, here we go. First question. Who was the most popular president in NCR history? Peterson, Tibbet, Kimball, or Tandy?
President Tibbetson.
Uh-huh. Okay, second question. What was the original name of the NCR capital? Aradesh, Shady Sands, the Boneyard, or Vault 13?
Shandy Sands.
Right. Fine then, last question. What animal is on the NCR's flag? A two-headed bear, an eagle, a two-headed snake, or a two-tailed lion?
It is a great bear. Grignr does know this one.
Good. You passed with flying colors. I told you it'd be fine. I expect you're wanting to know about that meal then, huh?
Indeed.
We're located up by the old train station in the northwest part of town. Just tell the guards Hope, and they'll let you through. Best of luck to you.
It is a symbol. It means hope. It's a cue to pick up their winnings. Excellent work, Grignr. He knows that hope is the way. Before Grignr continues with this quest, before Grignr forgets, more importantly, he is going to quickly, given that we have to travel beyond our brief loading screen, to get to the next part of town, Grignr thinks he may as well capitalize on the situation and travel back to Goodsprings, given that this next part of his journey for the king may be complicated, and detract from Grignr's adventures. He wishes to be prepared so that he does not disappoint the king. It's very dusty. Very dusty in Good Springs. Chet, it is I, Grignr. Greetings. Chet, I'm here to purchase your axe. Wake up. Chet, it is I, Grignr. Sell him your axe.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Excellent.
Can do.
Okay, now, epic great axe, fire axe, 232 damage per second. It needs 100 melee. Can Grignr cannot even equip it. Grignr will take the fire axe too. Thank you, Chet. Grignr thanks you. Do you have anything? Boxing tape. Grignr will buy your tape as well. Do you have anything for Grignr's fists to make him punch harder? Boxing glove oil. Sold. Anything else? HD boxing tape. Sold. Sending Grignr a lot of tape.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Goodbye, Chet.
Take it easy now.
Grignr bids you farewell. Barbarian, you're in the way. You've been in the coffee again. Outstanding. Now, Grignr can't even use that axe, so that's, like, off the menu. Let's have a look at the epic great axe. 100, wait. Grignr can use the axe? It is hideous. It is a hideous weapon crafted by a man who perhaps has never seen an axe before in his life. Wow, look at that. It really is terribly gaudy. Grignr will hang it over his fireplace and admire it from a distance, but it is not an axe he would kill a man with. The gold is very ostentatious. It's cool though, okay. And then fire axe is a bit more of a combat axe, a bit more rough around the edges, much more Grignr. But Grignr will use your golden axe. Much like Grignr's favorite video game, Streets of Rage. Grignr is going to return now. Well, this is incredible. He truly feels like a barbarian. So we want to go to Fremont Street, I think. Which I'm not sure we do want to go to Fremont Street, but that's okay. Greetings, it is I, Grignr. I think it'll grow on me. It's bizarre. It's so gold on green. What a combo. And when it is covered by our enemy's blood, it does not matter the color of your axe. It will end up the same color as all of the other axes. This is a fast weapon. A powerful beast. Grignr has not been out here before. This is a new area to Grignr. Interesting. What is this building? They're locked. No Grigners allowed. Greetings. It is I, Grignr. Scourge of the Wastes. Greetings.
Hold up. What's the password?
It is it's a symbol of hope.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
Oh. It is a food. Dr. Morbius's glove. What the fuck? Dr. Morbius's glove?
Just as a warning, my covert...
What is that? What is Dr. Morbius's glove? Grignr has a feeling that isn't supposed to be there.
Bandaging skills are a little rusty.
Hey.
Grignr believes that is supposed to be from a far-off land that Grignr was not planning to visit for a long time. Why is it here, Grignr wonders. He's terribly confused. How peculiar. What a weapon. Wow. It suits Grignr, the more Grignr thinks about it, because Grignr's origins, Grignr's homeland, or at least as much as Grignr remembers, is a land of great description, metaphor, and simile, and analog, and many other words that mean something that is actually something else. Oh, Grignr has been here, he just hasn't been around the back. Interesting. So what is Grignr's goal now? You can return to the king. Is that not it? Like, quest complete, though? We could talk to Julie Farkas, see if she knows anything. A good idea. Let's go and have a chat with her. Grignr will...
Good going with that hit on the tops.
Some people know, some people don't. Grignr will uncover every stone. No clue will evade Grignr. Except for all the ones that we've missed so far. Greetings, Julie Farkas. It is I, Grignr.
Can I help you?
Grignr taught you how to do cybernetic surgery, bizarrely. Grignr would like to buy some supplies.
We're pretty short-handed as...
Tell him, short-handed? Julie Farkas? Hand stabilizer implant, motor memorizer implant. Purified water, Radex, stim packs. Look at this. Julie fucking Farkas. Julie fucking hell. What is all this, my man? Hand stabilizer implant. Oh, it sounds incredible. Grignr does have very shaky hands. Probably because he's constantly bladdered. Grignr will buy this. You've done Grignr proud. Thank you. Grignr would like to know if you know. Grignr is here on behalf of the king.
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
The king believes that the troops have attacked locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away.
Everybody opens up
If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk?
Never. Everybody opens up to Grignr because Grignr has the sharpest axe. The chairman opened up to Grignr. The Khans in Boulder City opened up to Grignr. Talk to Elizabeth Kieran. Indeed. Grignr will get to the bottom of this mystery. Silly adventure. Grignr's intelligence implant is allowing him to become much more self-aware. My god. What has happened? Quick, have another drink. Oh! Grignr has become addicted to wine! Greetings. It is I, Grignr.
Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Grignr is here on behalf of... no. Grignr is not going to give away his cover. Forget Grignr said that, Elizabeth Kieran. Grignr is not here on behalf of the king. He is curious if you would serve food to locals.
No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Yes, but I was afraid he would not get served.
You were right. But here, take another helping for your friend. It'll be our secret.
Ah. Happy pie? If Grignr wanted a happy pie, would visit Major Knight. Greetings.
Yes? Was there something else you needed?
Another happy pie. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. If you meet anyone who needs food or water in the area, please tell them about this place.
Greetings, is our Grignr.
Yes? Was there something else you needed?
Do you serve food to the locals as well?
Like I said before, we don't. And I'm not inclined to discuss why.
Please. Grignr knows of Julie Farkas.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
Did the king refuse?
In a manner of speaking. Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Grignr does not understand.
Civilizing...
What the fuck are you Oh! Barbarian! That's not Barbarian's blood, by the way, because if you look at Barbarian over on the left-hand side, he's at full health. Barbarian tripped over the bin and it hit that man so hard he bled all over Barbarian. Grignr is terribly conflicted. On the one hand, Grignr knows the king to be mighty and fair. He's given Grignr a home where no one else would except for Novak and the Tops and the Ultralux. And Goodsprings. And Prim. Besides that, no one has given Grignr a home. The king is unique. He is a man above other men. Many other men who also look like him. But on the other hand, perhaps there is truth to this.
You want someone dead? Really dead?
Many people could not lie. But on the other hand, it could be a conspiracy to overthrow the...
Hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
Grignr is in the middle of political intrigue. He doesn't understand these things. What is it worth to you?
You're a bastard after my own heart. Here, this should do it.
Grignr thanks you. But he must tell the king.
Why, you're just lucky I got something important to take care of. We'll settle this later. You got something you want to say?
Grignr is a businessman, a treasure hunter, and a barbarian. Barbarians take what they can get. Greetings, Sir Grignr. A bow before the king. My liege.
Find out something about them soldier boys yet?
The soldiers. They are giving away delicious pies. They gave one to Grignr. He was very pleased.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
They refuse to give them to local people.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
Grignr knows that they sent you a letter, much as Grignr receives letters.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said that, much like Grignr's letters, the messenger was beaten.
Huh. That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
Oh! The teleporting man.
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation.
Oh, no.
Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Grignr's got to do diplomacy. Boonbarian. Arcade Ganondorf. Barbarian. Prepare your weapons, my friends, before we go into battle. This is a battle of words and a battle of brain power, something Grignr does not have much of, but he does have a very gaudy gold and green axe. And Grignr may have to rely on this one. Oh. Greetings. It is I, Grignr. Oh, no. Oh, how terrible. Greetings, it's I, Grignr.
Why the hell are you here? I got this under control.
Elizabeth. Kieran. Oh, it is me, Grignr.
Keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
It is Grignr. You know Grignr. You gave Grignr a happy pie. Grignr is perhaps here to return to you with his own happy pie.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
The king will send you aid.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No, thanks.
No, the king would do no such thing. He is an honorable man.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Oh. Little brother Boonbarian, no kneecaps need to be broken. Barbarian, no food will be delivered today.
Hey.
Do not eat the soldiers. You! Coward! Grignr should slice you in twain for your deception.
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Grignr feels as if he probably hasn't heard the end of Pacer. Grignr doesn't really remember. Grignr doesn't remember much. He was shot in the head. But assuming Grignr were to know what were to happen, Grignr doesn't remember. But now we return to the king.
Pistols, grenades.
Victory in hand.
All at the Silver Rush.
Sir.
Hello.
Are you okay?
Lasers, plasma, pistols.
All of the faces are so strange. You got like a seam down his face. A seam down his face. A seam. Seam. My liege. 'Tis I, Grignr. Oh! Suffering from wine withdrawal. It is I, Grignr.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting.
No, let's not jump
You've
to
helped us
conclusions.
So I'll tell you what. Just this once. Name whatever you want. And if I can make it happen, it's done.
Oh.
Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
A favor from the king. A favor from the king. Greetings, king.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
What? Can I join the kings about the favor you owe me? Yes.
Ask away.
Grignr would like to join the kings, would like to get into the strip, would like some money. Grignr would like to join you, king.
Normally, we don't let outsiders join, but I think I can make an exception in your case. I like one of the guys spread the word. From this day forward, you're one of us, and no one in Freeside will mess with you if they know what's good for them. In addition, if you want to do something about that hair of yours, talk to Sergio. I'll let him know you're coming. Perhaps more importantly, you've earned the right to wear something a little more stylish. Here, wear it proudly.
Wow. Grignr is an honorary king. A member of the king's finest legions.
What's up?
What were we given? I assume it was one of their many outfits. Oh. Oh my god, Grignr, you look like a fucking idiot. It covers up all of Grignr's muscles. He would never wear such a thing, but he is honored, my liege. You honor Grignr. Greetings.
Things have been a lot better since you helped.
Grignr would like to ask you about your strange dog.
What about him?
It seems as if it is unwell.
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
Can Grignr help? Grignr is an expert with the wild beasts. He has high survival skills.
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet would be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
Excellent. Goodbye.
All right.
And there we are. Nothing but a hound dog. Thank you for watching the adventures of Grignr. Grignr bears you all farewell, for he has to rest
Come
and
to the
recuperate
Silver Rush for all your energy
to
weapon
prepare
needs.
his strength for the battles ahead. And more importantly, he can finally read his many fan mail from the voices in his head. Grignr will have to rearrange his party somewhat because this is too many. Grignr will not have enough glory to share between this many people. So perhaps Grignr will travel with Arcade Ganon for some time. Perhaps Grignr will continue to travel with Little Boonbarian or Barkbarian. Arcade Ganon. Grignr will need to name you again. Arcade Ganondorf. Your name scares Grignr. Grignr needs you to be something far more on Grignr's level. Thank you all for watching. Grignr was very tired today, so Grignr apologizes for his slight lack of energy and depreciation for this fantastic axe. But Grignr will return reinvigorated. He had one too many wines today, so he will return next time with one less wine, but still a staggering amount, enough to kill a regular man. Enough wine to fell an ox. Goodbye. Goodbye.